Hey guys, Steven here from Heresy Academy. In this video, we're going to set up the upgrades. So we've got a bit of a menu for them, rather than just have cluttered. Sort of, you've only got three buttons there. So you can have it so it's a scrollable object sort of thing. So to jump straight in, I'm going to turn off the images here. So you can see we've just got a black background now. And select all of my objects, all my buttons. I don't need the coin per click or anything, but turn them back on. Ooh, what's happening there? Something's not right here now. Shoosh. So, what's happening with that? Let's just set this back up again. See, I don't know what I've done here now. Why have you gone red? Come on. Because you're on a minus width, perhaps. For some reason, it's gone minus there. It's supposed to be 100. Put that to 0 there. I don't know how that just happened there. But yeah, okay. If that's happened for you guys, I don't know why it did that. I've not changed anything. I don't think. No. But yeah, so just change it back there so it's back to position. So it's aligned to the top right. The width is 100. The position on the X is 0. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my screen, which is the canvas, and I'm going to right click and go to UI and add in a panel, which is down here next to canvas or underneath canvas. And it covers the whole screen for now. So what I want to do is just first of all set its origin to be, I want it to stretch vertically and I want to align it on the right hand side. So let's say we set the width to be 250. So we 125. No. Hang on, that's not right. Something's not right here. So it's be like that big, don't I? So minus 1, 2. Oh, sorry, it's going that side, isn't it? Right. 200 perhaps. So then the minus 100 will put it right. Again, it's a bit too big. I'll just keep dragging it along now. Say we're happy. About there, perhaps. Well, actually, it depends what we want to do. It depends on everything. So, turn on our images for this. It is going to basically cover up the side of our fruit. So what you're going to do is just drag it to where you want it to be. So we'll go with 130. So the position on X is minus 65. It's minus because it's going this way. We're aligning it here. And you want it to be half of the width, so 65. And I'll just put a minus on this side. But if you put it to 65, it'll align it there, sort of thing. So it's at 0 there in the middle. So again, we're aligning it from the origin point. I think we mentioned, or should have mentioned this in a few videos. So on the origin point, on the right hand side is positive, on the left hand side is negative. Its width is 130, and we're putting it on the left hand side of the origin point. So half of that would be minus 65, which is why its value is minus 65. So what I want to do from there, like I said, align it on stretch vertically and put it to the right. The width 130 minus 65. I'll call this one. This is our, what do you call it now? Upgrade back scroller or something. Or background scroll or something like that. The reason is the back is because I'm now going to duplicate it. I always say duplicate wrong. Duplicate, and make it a child of this. The first one there. So the second one is the child, and this one, let's call it upgrades menu. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to start off with the first 3 items here, and then we'll add in the upgrades later on, and we'll set that up. And we can probably mix them around, and we'll give them some values, some names, so you can unlock the clicks first, and then alternate between a click and an automatic, stuff like that. We'll decide that as we go along. Grab the 3 items and make these to be children of the upgrades menu, so basically showing up there at the front. Now the alignment of these, do we want them to stretch? No, I don't want to stretch vertically, do we? Just want to put them to the right. So the width of them can be now 130. Well, I don't know about 130. The height could be, say, put that to be 100. So the same with this one. We'll align it onto the right and we'll put the width to be 130, 100, and we'll just drag this, we'll drag it down so it snaps to the bottom there. And this one, we'll drag it down here, but we'll have to change it again. Make sure it's aligned now on the right. Put it to be 130 and 100. So you see there, you've got three. That's going to be roughly the size of it. Let's say that's what we do. Now it will change because we've not set an anchor to them, but we'll set that up in a moment. The text object inside of them should follow along nicely. Should still suit up, but we want to make sure it's set up to be on the inside. And we may change the size. Depends how it works out, but it's bigger than this, so it could work. Maybe not. Maybe we'll see. We want to make sure that this is aligned underneath there completely. So what you can do, when it gives you the blue line, that's say it's touching. It's touching both vertices. So you want to make sure you do that. You can obviously zoom in to see it a bit better. So you see it's got that blue line. So there you go. You touched it, or you're above it. So I think just so it helps align it there. So I'll close that. So for starters, I want to give this the back scroller. I want to give this a component. Type in scroll. So it's called scroll rect. You can find that in the UI section here, and it's called scroll rect. But I'll just give it, so I don't give it twice. For the content, that'll be our upgrades menu. That's saying what's what's going to be moved. The deceleration rate, you can mess around with this yourself, but good practice is 0.001, sorry. That's all I want to change on this for now. You can obviously have a look around. Oh, sorry, only scroll on the vertical as well. Then have a little mess around how you want, change the elastic of it and stuff like that. Save this as we're going along. The upgrades menu part, we're going to give this a component and start typing in grid. We're going to go for grid layout group, and it may now screw around a bit there. So the starting axes, we'll go for vertical, and the cell size, we put 300. Oh, it's a bit too big now. Is it 150? Oh, why is this not playing ball? It's now 130. Oh, right, sorry. Setting the cell size now, which would be the width of our panel. Sorry about that. So we want to actually put it to be, let's say 125, and then the spacing on the X. I want to move this along a bit. No, we can't. Never mind. Oh, sorry. The starting corner. Have I got this wrong? Why is this not? There we go. Okay, so put the starting corner back to the upper left. The child alignment. Oh, right. So I'm changing it. Yeah, I apologise. Change the child alignment to upper center, just sort of centralize it there a bit. We may actually want to drop them down a little bit. Which won't let me do that now, will it? So you can space them out here with the Y, but it's not spacing from the top. I'm not making this up go along, I promise. I do have some idea what I'm doing, but no. That's flexible. I have missed a step. I keep doing this. Oh, maybe it's the padding. Sorry. There we go. The padding section from the top. Let's say we give that 10 as well, just to sort of give it an even spacing. So it's got 10 between, 10 from the top. So I'll give it like that. So you can see on this menu now we've got 3 buttons, and technically, if you click play, you'll be able to see it scroll when it works. If it works. So I've maximised it on play because I've not set up the anchor points, but you can see it move there. So that'll be a good point. Oh, keep doing this. Keep opening the game screen. There we go. So let's say we're happy with the way it is exactly like that. So if I could get into the game screen without changing this now, that would be fun. So for starters, for the upgrade menu, just drag your anchor point to the left of it. Then for item 1, try and drag your anchor point come on. Can I not move my anchor point, please? And it won't let me. Okay, well, that's fun. That actually seems like it's doing its job, to be fair. What's changed? Oh, I just set that up, didn't I? No, it's still not doing it. No, that's still not right. I'm trying to set the anchor point so this stays the way that we like it to be. This could actually be the back scroll that needs changing as well. So I'll try that again. We're sort of getting there. It's I do feel like I'm missing a step, but as you see, it's still working the way I want it to work. Well, okay, maybe it's not working anymore. What's going on here now? Taking points, but it's not giving them back. Well, anyway, that's irrelevant. We'll fix that in a minute. So yeah, as you can see, I'm trying to now set this up. So I've done the back scroller, and I've changed the rectangle, the anchor points to be around it, and the upgrade menu, make sure the anchor points are there. But then for some reason, it won't let me change the anchor points on this. It should be value set to stretch. No, some values are driven. Oh, the grid layout. Sorry, I keep forgetting to go to the grid layout group now, which is what we've set up on the upgrade menu here. The starting corner will be the upper left, so that's fine. Child alignment is upper center. Starting axis is vertical. See, that's right. That's all right there. The constraint. You don't want to do this stuff, but let's see. Just fix row. Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry, I'm doing it the wrong way. Fix column. So fixed column will be 1 there. But as this stretches and scrolls, I want the content inside it to stay the same. Because you see the buttons go smaller. The panel stays the right size. Now the buttons go screw-iffy. So I need the buttons to stay, what's it called? Stay nicely aligned as well. Which for some reason isn't happening. It's not letting me do it. So close the padding. I'm happy with the padding of everything. So I put this back to flexible because that's the way we want it to be. The child alignment is the upper center. Could be the upper right. No. Center. Or middle center. Does that change it if it's middle center? I don't think it does. No, it still goes smaller. Okay, so we were doing okay, but I'm not sure how to access. So I'll put that back to the upper center on the child alignment there, which is what the content is. Yes, I am not sure as to why it's see the origin point of the rectangle transform, it will not let me change it. See this point here, I want to drag this around my object, but it's not letting me. Say it's at 100%, which is what it's supposed to be at, which is perfectly fine. The text alignment is also fine, but the buttons change, and I don't know why. Cell size, keep that 100, keep that. Perhaps it's because of the cell size. I don't want to maximize it on play. I'm going to press play now. Stretch it along. One, two, 5. So I'll put the constraint back to fixed column layout and make it one column. I reckon we might need a script here, guys, just to get it to change the cell size dynamically, because you see the scrolling works, but the setting up doesn't, and unless I'm missing a step somewhere again. Aye. This is why I need notes. I thought we'd be able to just get this off the top of the head, but they're the little pieces I need to go and figure out first before recording. Okay, right, so that's the setup anyway. You want to get the panel and then add another panel. Give the first panel, we'll have the scrolling rect, which you set this up. The content will be the second panel, and inside the second panel you'll have the buttons that you want to attach to it. So now to give you an example, I'm going to grab these three and drag these to upgrades menu. It attaches them to it. So, oh wow. It does help if you change the size of that as well. So this one wants to stretch, just stretching vertically, and to the right. Oh, it's going to go away. Because you see as well, it does the scroll, but it scrolls between the sides of it, so you want to make sure you change the size to be, so do 2 on the Y. Ooh, changing the content. But you can scroll down it, you see, so it's messing up a little bit now because I just changed that, but you want to make sure you set it up so the just grab these items here, just drag these out anywhere for now, get your upgrades menu, the back one, and change the Y to be like 2 or something, so it's twice as big. I'm doing this in play mode, so when I go back out it'll take it away, and change its position to be at the starting point there, and then grab your items and drag them all in to the upgrades menu. Which is completely just screwed it up, but if you go here you can scroll down. So you go to upgrades menu there, the scrolling part, let's see, put that to 0.5 just to show you a bit of a difference. Maybe set one to 0.5. No. Oh, sorry, right there in the face. So put that back to elastic. Ignore me. Put that back to 0.01. Not one. The scroll sensitivity, put that to 3. Scrolls a bit quicker. 4. Scrolls, etc. Again, now for some reason it's decided to mess up the cell sizes and cell positions. So make sure I've not changed that in here somewhere. Padding between them, the upper right, the vertical, upper center. So I'm not having fun with this now. So the upgrades menu to the item. Make sure you scale the items, keep them on 1 on the Y. For some reason though, I'm not liking my day to day, you see, but it's getting there. So 1.5 on the X. 1.5 on the X there. I mean, I say it's getting there, but for fuck's sake. Oh, for the upgrades as well, make sure. Oh, they are aligned right. I'm gonna make sure they're all the same width and height and stuff like that, and the positions are at 162. This is not fun, guys. This is not fun, right? So this is basically the setup of how you do the scrolling. I mean, I'm having issues here, so I'm probably going to. I'll still upload this, and I'll do a 0.5 fix for it because I seem to have seriously messed something up here now. Upper left, lower left. Alright. One two five and 125. So put them all at 100 by 100. Yeah, it's still out of sync here though. Ooh, don't do that. But I just want to check as well. For some reason that stopped working. Oh wait. Ah, right, they stopped working because I turned them off, didn't it? So put these back on, and then by somehow managed to get all the way up here. Just checking that these working now again. But yeah, so I've got some alignment issues, but other than that, you see, yeah, it still works. It's great, groovy. So I'll just press play now. Just basically reset to how things were because I want to make sure I don't mess anything up. So item 1, the position there is 162, 162, 162. So these all sort of want to be 162. Minus 10. Well, yeah, forget that. Okay, that's pretty much it, really, isn't it? Yeah, so let's go into the basics of setting up the scrolling. I mean, I completely messed it up, really, but I'm going to fix it and then put a 0.5 video out there on how to how to fix it. So this is the point I'm back to now, just before I started adding the other buttons. Yeah, this is what happens when you don't plan for your games. This is sort of like natural game development, really. You just sort of trying to go with it without having pieces of paper in front of you written down, going, do this, do that, do that. So in one way, I think it's good, just to sort of show you guys like this is what I put up with on quite a regular basis. I come up with an idea and think, yeah, it's great. I start messing around, think, hang on a minute, what are you doing? I don't know everything, or I can't remember everything. Anyway, I did have a big book of like shortcuts and stuff that I'd written down, but I left that in England. So yeah. But anyway, like I say, I think it's kind of good for you guys to sort of watch what happens. I'm trying not to do things in between recordings, like changing the fruit, the anchors of that. I'll do that. I'll change that stuff. But as for this, I'm just going to figure it out and then revert back to this, pardon me, and then, what's it called, I'll start recording again, just do that 0.5 video just to show you the quick fix, because it will be a quick fix, because, again, I know I'm just missing something really simple. What a bugger. Right, okay, yeah, so if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. I reckon this will probably get quite a few thumbs down though, because people are probably sitting there thinking, oh my god, this guy's an idiot. Like, I'm not an idiot, trust me, like, I know what it looks like, but yeah, just hang in there, guys, because I'm trying to do this without planning, without sitting there making out a massive uh, superscript of what to say, how to say it, what to write, when to write, all that stuff. So yeah, I think, I don't know, I've seen a lot of people do tutorial videos, and that's a favourable way. I think they call it off the cuff or top of your head, whatever you call it. So yeah, if you like it, give it a thumbs up. If you dislike it, let me know. I'm sure you'll let me know anyway. Don't need to tell you to let me know. But I reckon I will end up going back to planning this series and stuff. To some respect anyway. I don't want to plan out every single aspect, but a bit of planning would have helped out here quite a bit. So yeah, that's that for now then, and subscribe as well. Even though you're probably thinking not subscribing to this guy, it will be worth it because I'm quite new to the tutorials. So I'll get my stuff together. I don't know. I was trying to find a polite way of saying that, but I decided not to say it the other way. Yeah, so I'll see you in the next video, which will be fixing this mess that I've just created. So see you later.